welcome back everyone. It is week 4 of the garden tour. Everything is in. I have one row that I'm going to plant zinnias in. Not next weekend, but the weekend after most likely. Just so I have a succession planting of those. But otherwise, everything's in. And I think everything is up. So that's exciting. Still dealing with a little bit of bugs. Taking spraying some neem oil on stuff. That doesn't really kill bugs, but it deters bugs, so I'm hoping that'll help. I've seen a little bit less bug activity with that, so fingers crossed. So yeah, let's look at everything. So first update, planted out the Rudbeckia. So that no longer is sitting on the fence anymore. We got the Cosmos coming up, the Caladiums. I really need to pull the Caladiums that are growing rogue out of the middle of the aisle. Bells of Ireland, zinnia, and I have this finally mulched. So that seems to be helping some. So the mulch helps with some bugs and hinders with some other pests. The mulch makes it really easy for slugs because they don't mind crawling across the straw. It's really soft on their soft little bellies, so they crawl across it really easily. So I have seen a little bit more slug damage in some spots, but for some reason, like I don't know why, but it seems like I have less flea beetle damage where I have the straw put down. So interesting thing that I've noticed, and I can't really tell you why. Most all of my glads are coming up like crazy. Glads over here are all coming up. This is the section that's left for zinnias. Here are the tomatoes. So everything's looking good. I have one Mountain Fresh that looks like it's struggling a little bit. That one may come out of it, but otherwise everything's looking pretty good. I have all my cherry tomatoes are looking good, except for one. So one, I don't know what happened here, but it snapped off right at the base. So that one is a sad tomato that probably will not grow. So I might have a bit of a gap between that plant and that plant, or I might find something to fill it in with. You never know. Cosmos down here looking good. Onions are so-so. So I've come to the conclusion, while it works to grow onions from seed, I had a lot more success with those that I grew in the house and then transplanted out. So you can see these ones look a lot healthier, whereas I had quite a few more of the ones from seed outside burn up on me. So I think I'm going to continue starting those all inside. Garlic here. Beets are finally starting to get big. And then my radishes, like I said, still dealing with pest damage on those, but hopefully they take off. I probably should plant some more beets because that's all I have. They're really close together. They need to be thinned out, otherwise they're not going to size up very well. I've got like this whole section that could use some plants. Peas are getting there. Some of the ones that were from the first planting are growing up the trellis really well. The rest of them look like they're going to grab on. As long as I take my time and pay attention to keeping them on that side of the trellis, seems to be going well. The wind will blow them over on this side. So I still have to tuck the tops back over. Snapdragons are all up looking pretty good. Gaining a lot of height. still seeing some difference in variety. So this mixed variety is still got some really sad looking folks, but hoping that they will take off here shortly. Same thing over here. Gomphrena looks so-so. This is my first year with Gomphrena, so I'm not really sure if I need to start it earlier, if it wants water, if it's just not happy, not sure. So we'll see if that takes off with some more heat this week. That's the sea holly over there. I did have 2 of the sea holly plants get attacked by bugs, but the rest look fine, so we'll see. These snapdragons look great. My rogue tomato plant, or potato plant. Tomato, potato, same difference, right? No. My rogue potato plant seems to be doing well, but I'm not sure I want to leave it, because it's going to get pretty sizable and take over my snapdragons. And I believe these are my white ones, and I'm really excited about my white ones, so might need to decapitate that. Then I have all my red snapdragons. Celosia, that's been dealing with some bug damage. Not sure why, but they've chose to go after some of the celosia, so some of it's like that's pretty well chewed on. Hopefully that comes to an end. They've come after some of the yarrow, but not too terrible. Like that one there's gotten chewed on, but a lot of these are fine. Same with this yarrow. Basil's looking pretty good. I do have one section right here of purple basil that they annihilated the plants, but the rest looks good. That's more lemon basil down there. That yarrow looks really good. A little bit of sage, and then the beans. So the beans are another one that I believe it's all snail damage that came after the beans. So they came up and they got their first leaves, and then especially down here, something ate all of the leaves. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's snail or slug damage. Put some neem oil on that and I haven't noticed issues, but gonna keep an eye on that one. Potatoes have been hilled up and mulched. I do have more straw. I might mulch them again this summer just to make sure that all of the potatoes stay covered, because if you have a potato that's forming, get exposed to sun, it actually starts to turn green, and where it turns green, it's actually, you can't eat it. Technically, it's developed the toxins that a nightshade plant, which the potato is part of the nightshade family, have in it. So you can get really, really sick. But if you keep them covered and not exposed to sun, then they're fine. Rows of potatoes look good. Squash is up, so I have zucchini that's up. And I have squash that's up. Dill is looking really good, so I still have the one plant that's doing awesome. And then, I don't know if you can see it. And there's a tiny little dill plant. And so is there. And I think those are going to rebound. They just might take all summer. But again, I only need one dill plant to make dill beans, so I've got what I need. And I've got my cucumbers are up. These are the slicing variety or the burpless variety. Carrots I went through and weeded. Is not thin, but I weeded them. The one variety came up really, really well. The other varieties, the more specialty varieties, are still really thin. So those ones will size up great, but not going to be a lot of carrots. I think that's something I'm going to keep in mind, and I may not do as many specialty varieties just because the seed has proven to not germinate quite as well. And I would really like to see this full like this. I have my pickling cucumbers have started. They were there. Pickling cucumbers have started to emerge. So those are coming on. I've got my kale back there. Got this huge bed of spinach and cabbage. I've had a little bit of issues with the bugs on the cabbage. So like that plant not doing quite so well. That one looks great. That plant not doing so well. Those ones look pretty okay. That one down there looks so-so, and I had lost 2 of them to bugs. So trying to keep a close eye on those. And then my Brussels sprouts are slowly but surely working on it. Hopefully. May have planted them too late to actually get anything, but worth trying. And that's everything in the garden. I'm going to harvest some of that spinach this morning to go with my eggs. I'm always so amazed by how much the garden changes. Even in a month, this place has gone from being pretty much empty to filled up with plants and mulched up to look really nice. In a month from now, I'll have peas, I'll probably have beans, cabbage, I'll probably be able to pull some carrots. Tomatoes will be getting really close. I'll have a ton of flowers. I can't wait to cut flowers out of here. There's just going to be so much abundance to come from the garden and so much beauty with all the flowers. It just amazes me what putting a seed in the ground and having a little bit of faith will do. Thanks for coming along, and I hope you enjoy seeing the process and the change. Have a wonderful day.